Welcome you here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jones Jr. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Big Grant.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Roy Jones Jr. Counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Roy Jones. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Teddy, what do you think we're going to see out of Jones?
I think you're going to see what you always see. You know, you're going to see a guy that breaks the rule book as far as the way you're supposed to go about technically approaching pugilism. But I think you're going to see speed, you're going to see power, great reflexes, great sense of anticipation, and you're going to see a little cockiness.
Eddie, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable. Everyone looks at the neon things, the speed, the power. They're tangible. We feel comfortable with those things. We can grab onto those things. But what about the talent of somebody being able to make a choice, a hard choice, in a very dark place?
I guess it's already a sign of things to come. They are not wasting any time toe-to-toe in round one.
If this is an appetizer, please bring on the meal.
Accurate counterpunch by Grant.
Keep moving around the ring.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
What a good counterpunch by Grant. Grant's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. What did we learn about Roy Jones as an amateur, about what he brings into the ring? I mean, the guy went 121 wins as an amateur and racked up as many medals and honors as you could.
Well, I'll tell you what we learned about Jones. Very gifted, tremendous talent, speed, and power. Great mix of the two. And He's found a way to make wrong right. He breaks the rule book on technical things, on as far as the approach of how you should do boxing 101. He pulls back when you shouldn't pull back. He drops his hands when you shouldn't drop your hands. But he has the speed, the timing, the anticipation, the confidence to make it right.
Grant's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Grant's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Now that's some fine work right there by Grant. Protecting his head well with his guard. And a smart counterpunch by Grant. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Grant showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Oh, Roy Jones Jr.'s in bad shape.
Come on now, guys. Keep it. Come on.
And now you're seeing the beard that this guy possesses because he went from stunned and damaged to staying right upright.
Oh, this is like Santa Claus's beard. I'm telling you right now.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Holy cow! Roy Jones Jr.'s in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Roy Jones. Roy Jones Jr. is not showing us that he understands just how effective he can be if he went downstairs.
Keep busy.
Yeah, well, you know what you're saying, so you're taking a peek and you're taking a swipe without meaning at his trainers. Because what he's telling you is he hasn't been taught some of the rudiments of boxing. That when you hurt a guy, you should go downstairs to finish him.
A little defense turns to offense by Roy Jones. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Roy Jones Jr. has never been bashful about boasting of his skills and accomplishments. Do you think that that has helped him throughout his long boxing career?
That's a good point, Joe. I think his personality is definitely connected to his particular skill sets. If he was an artist, he's a guy who expresses himself not on, of course, the canvas traditionally, but inside that ring, inside that square circle, by the way he goes about his...
Oh, Grant, stunned and staggered. He's going around now, Teddy, like his legs are made out of wet noodles.
Yeah, my mother was boiling the water because she used to make sure that that water boiled and boiled. It was never al dente. These legs are not al dente.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Up and down, side to side.
Parries that punch away. Able to dismiss it. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Grant. Grant's favorite punch is the jab. And tonight, he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Nothing there on the punch by Roy Jones. And a good counter by Grant. Grant's now having to deal with a bloody nose, and that can be a real distraction, especially when it comes to your breathing. And a sharp counter punch by Grant. You've used that description, stubborn, driven, single-minded focusness for Roy Jones Jr. How much does that point to his success that he's had?
Probably 75% of it, because the physical abilities, a lot of people have comparable physical abilities, sometimes even better than guys that get to a higher place. But mentally, emotionally, character-wise, you have it or you don't have it. He has it.
Defense, 1, 2.
10 seconds remaining in this round. And we come to the end of the round, and he really got to his opponent that time, Teddy. He stunned him.
He stunned him. He's hearing a little tweeting going on, a little singing from the birds in his head.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Grant's got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. Has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Grant. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Roy Jones Jr. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Shots both come in by Roy Jones Jr. Gotta try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Defense just covering up down low. To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other.
Side to side.
Underway, and we are halfway through the scheduled slate. Grant's cut is not looking good at all. I'm getting the sense that this fight could be stopped at any moment.
So the key is where the cut is. When the referee brings the doctor up to look at it, he's going to look at whether or not getting worse will imperil his health down the road.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. zone. Good work by Grant. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Grant. Oh, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Defense turns to offense by Roy Jones. Halfway through the 7th round. Roy Jones Jr.'s cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. Good counter-punching there with the overhand right. Once again to the head. Good job staying away from the danger there. Not precise at all by Grant. How about that? Another right hand. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Roy Jones. Oh, Roy Jones Jr.'s in bad shape. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Nice block by Roy Jones. Protecting his head well with his guards. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. On the mark, the counter punch by Grant.
Up and down, side to side.
Roy Jones Jr.'s got to find a way to pull things together here. Ever since he got tagged earlier in this fight, he hasn't been the same fighter.
No, he hasn't, but he hasn't really had a chance to recover. You know, he needs a round, lose the round. Right now, his corner should tell him, look, lose the round, it doesn't matter. Just get yourself together. We'll pick him up later. We'll win rounds later.
Blocks that belt line well. This round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good block by Roy. Devastating blow by Grant. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. That was not well targeted by Grant. Good block there by Roy Jones. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Smart counterpunch by Grant. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Much better.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Well-placed counterpunch by Roy Jones. We got an interesting fight here. It looks like one man is seemingly in control, but the other is still live, is still game, is still capable. May need to hit that jackpot, though.
Well, he probably does need that knockout, so right now he has to adjust his game plan. He's thinking a little bit. He's got to look for a spot to land one big shot, maybe when he's pulling out.
block by Big. Parries the punch, comes back with the hook. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Accurate counter punch by Roy Jones. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Good scoring counter punch by Roy Jones. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Blocks that punch. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Good block by Roy. Good block there by Roy Jones. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. On the mark, the counter punch by Roy Jones. He's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Oh, good exchange there. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement.
Holy cow! Roy Jones Jr. stunned and staggered. So Roy is tagged there, and he's tying up.
You know, Roy loves to develop scenarios offensively, create right in front of you. Well, guess what? He's got to create a defensive scenario right now to get through this moment.
Gotta hurt. Roy Jones Jr. stunned, and he is hurt. And they come to the end of the round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. And boy, oh boy, are they putting on a show tonight here.
Well, kind of what you expected. These styles kind of told you that this is what you were going to get.
Grant's looking for some room, and he found a way to get it. So Roy is tagged there, and he's tying up.
You know, Roy loves to develop scenarios offensively, create right in front of you. Well, guess what? He's got to create a defensive scenario right now to get through this moment.
Oh, and there you go. Roy Jones Jr. is in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Grant. Wow! Roy Jones Jr.'s in bad shape. Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down.
Move your head. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So his opponent has gotten up after being knocked down, but he wants to put him out.
Yeah, now he has to be careful, though, because you know when you have a wounded...
He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. This fight is over.
This fight is over.
Grant's going to have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached his opponent out. He's the victor. Grant's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
For Teddy.